Hello, welcome to the Perfect People Podcast.
Join Orlando, Ferranda, Quan, and Didi
for a dive into culture, entrepreneurship, corporate America, and of course, our daily lives.
You get the scoop, the tea, and so much more.
Imperfect people, but perfectly put together.
The Perfect People Podcast.
The Perfect People Podcast, coming to you each and every Thursday starting January 14th, 2021 on all podcast platforms.
Welcome back to Relationship Status. It's your girl, Neat Cruz.
CL Butler.
And your boy, Yusuf in the building. And remember, you can find us on all podcast platforms. Just search Relationship Status Podcast. Since the last time I got in trouble, see? Since the last time I got in trouble. Neat.
Yeah.
How was your week?
It was beautiful.
It was a beautiful week?
Yes.
Oh, Lord. Whoa.
I have my apartment set up. I have all my plans.
Be putting on, aren't we?
Yeah. INDEP, all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you say I'll be kind of just okay. It's okay. So I was trying to give you something.
Oh no. How's the new apartment? You one weekend, a week and a half in?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's good to be able to walk around like I want.
Oh.
Like I want. Not have to worry about putting on clothes.
Okay.
Well, a lot of clothes. I'll say that.
Okay.
I don't want to give nobody a visual.
All right. Well, okay then.
Yeah.
Brother C.
I have clothes on.
You have clothes on?
Clothes on.
Yes, in fact, you do.
We all have clothes on.
Here's the thing. I am happy that you do.
Yeah, I'm
ecstatic, actually.
Yes.
How's the week treating you?
I am great.
Okay. Got a question for you.
I shall answer it.
Okay, we're about 15 days removed. The mega church. How's it going?
The mixtape?
Okay.
Yeah, we're not talking about. We don't talk about the mega church yet.
Okay, we're not talking about
just the mixtape.
No, you said.
No. He said the mega church is separate.
Get a license
it's separate.
first.
Okay.
It's separate.
Okay, so the mega church is separate. Okay,
It's
you're
separate.
right. So just the mixtape.
No, not the mixtape.
The life coaching.
No.
Okay, we're just gonna shut up.
I don't want to show off in front of our guests,
Okay. Our guest.
so I'm holding back.
Okay. Well, see, introduce our guest.
I would, but I shall not, because I'm not going to say their names correctly.
Okay, I will.
But
I'll
I'll
do
get
it.
their last name right. I tell you that. I'm strong on them last names. I'm strong on the last name.
I got you. We are blessed today. There's a new podcast dropping. A new podcast came out last week.
Last week.
Called the Perfect People Podcast. And we have two of the hosts with us today.
Two of the perfect people.
Two of the perfect people. We have Orlando
Yes.
and Ferranda. OG. I'm sorry. OG.
I was
OG.
trying to be polite on your little show.
Get it right. Get it right.
Doing that little on your little show.
My little show. Okay. Well, we got OG
Hey.
and Ferranda.
What's up? How y'all doing?
Great.
Everybody gets an applause.
Hey, that's the people outside. The people outside.
The crowd be excited.
Yes.
I am here for it.
Thank you for coming. Thank you.
So you gotta do wave, crowd, individual.
Well,
Listen, roll out the red carpet. Why don't you?
I really appreciate having you guys on. So for our listeners, tell us a little bit about your podcast.
Well, the Perfect People Podcast is made up of a group of 5 people that are perfect. No, not really, for real.
No, for
Perfectly
real.
put together. We are imperfect people, but we are perfectly put together. And we are really good friends who decided to just come and share and talk and laugh and give a little preview into what our friendship is. Because we get a lot of questions all the time around how it is that we have come together and how we make it work. So,
Right, because we all have very big personalities.
no, we don't all have very big personalities.
Okay.
A lot of us have big personalities.
Okay, so what are the names of the rest of the perfect people?
The other co-host.
The other co-hosts.
We have Ariel, a.k.a. Ari. Then we have Quan. And we have Didi.
Didi, Quan,
Okay.
and Ari.
Yes, and Ari.
Okay, got another question for you. Well, unless you're gonna go with it. See?
Happy belated anniversary to
Ari.
Ari.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
6 years strong.
Anniversary.
And they're doing really well, and you'll hear a whole lot about that wonderful relationship on the podcast.
Okay. That's
Good.
Black
That's
love.
Yes, goals all the time.
Another question for people going to listen to your show. One word, and I'm gonna start with you, Ferranda.
Oh wait,
One word to describe each person on the podcast. One word to describe each host.
my word.
She's gonna cheat.
Like I don't even know my word.
number one.
And then Landa, your job is gonna be to do one word for Ferranda.
Okay.
Wait,
She said, "Okay."
easier job than me.
No, but you're gonna do everybody. She's gonna do one.
I just feel like we should have been prepped for this. I'm already feeling like the red carpet has been rolled back.
I already
Okay.
know what one she gonna use for me.
What's that?
It's not one word though. The one that I would use, it's kind of a
One word or phrase.
It starts
Okay.
with it. Okay, go ahead.
for Landa,
OG. Get it right.
Oh, correction.
aggravating.
Big OG.
Wait, ho. Big.
Big OG.
Big.
Big OG.
Huh?
Like
See, we
big
about to go.
OG.
You about to make us go
personality.
back to our
In
little.
personality.
Not in size.
She gonna embarrass you on our little show.
I'm
No.
just saying, be careful with your adjectives.
you know, like
That's right. English teachers.
Yes.
Adjectives.
It's
Yeah.
like big soldier.
What?
You know what I'm
Just
saying?
stop. Just stop.
Big stepper.
Let's move forward.
Yeah.
We're gonna move forward.
Huh?
I'm not
Major. You should have
aggravating.
said major. Major OG.
No.
Nah, that sound whack.
Oh, I mean, hey.
First of all, OG
Nick said she
stands
just
by
trying to help.
itself.
Yeah, I'm trying to help. I'm
OG
trying to help
stands
you
by
out.
itself. You don't need no help.
You
Well,
call
you
it
got,
big.
well, see, you have little OGs on the block, and then you have big OGs.
This is true.
I'm
though.
just OG. Okay.
so you're not even little or big.
I'm OG.
Okay.
She's in a category all by herself.
All about.
so you a third level OG.
Two letters.
No.
Two letters.
Dang.
No,
Good
she's
job.
top notch.
Right.
Okay.
She's where they get the rest from.
I like you. But I'm not aggravating. Do you think I'm aggravating?
No.
Exactly.
First off, but Neek, give it a minute. You might change your opinion.
I like my other words used for me. But go ahead. I'm sorry making it all about myself. Go ahead.
Oh, I mean,
It's what you do? Is that what you do?
A little bit.
vain is, kind of coming to mind as another word.
Dang.
Um,
Wow.
Dang.
I mean, y'all.
Yeah, I'm real good people.
Real
You're
good
outgoing.
People. Good people. Good
Yes.
Very outgoing.
Yeah.
Outgoing. Yeah, I guess that's.
They call me
that's a
extra
word.
all the time. I'm the extra friend.
That's hate.
That's what I thought she was
That's
going to
hate.
say.
Well, first off, I never got a chance because
Oh,
CL swooped in and got you on level 10, and
He
y'all
did,
started
he
going
did,
back
he
and
did.
forth.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so I never really got an opportunity to give a true word. But extra would be a word that I would use to describe OG. Let us all get it right, so we won't have to go down that road again.
Okay.
For Ariel, I would honestly, I'm just gonna be real. I would probably describe each one of my friends as extra.
Okay.
Now the extraness shows up in different ways. Everybody is not extra in the same way. OG is extra. She just is.
All the way around.
Yeah, like it's a lot. You have to kind of manage her and sometimes take it in small doses. Ariel is extra in the way that she likes things to be a certain way, and she's very, very, I don't want to use the word anal, but nothing else is coming to mind right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So kind of a perfectionist of sorts. And then Dee Dee, our extra friend, she's the one that will go hard in the paint.
Yeah,
like
keep up,
it's don't rub it the wrong way.
Yeah. Okay.
She's the one to have on your side if
Things go left.
everything goes to
Left,
hell in
right,
the handbasket. And then Quan is extra. Well, first off, if you see Quan, you'll see why it is that we call Quan our extra friend. He is visually extra.
What color is their hair this week?
Yeah, right.
wow.
I think it's blue.
Yeah.
Is it blue this week?
Yeah, it's blue this week.
It's real blue.
And it was red a couple weeks ago. So yeah, he's our experimenter. He'll,
Okay.
go and try to do a whole lot of different things.
Open minded. Okay.
All right. Well, that's
Yeah, I guess that's one way to look at it. Neek. Neek is one of the people that I'm gonna find the positive angle. I like it. I loved it.
Yes.
Landa. Ferranda.
Okay. I have 2 words. I can't use 2.
You
She
can
used to.
You can use two.
She is conservative and she is our conscious. Like,
Conservative?
yeah.
I would not call myself conservative.
How is that?
Well,
Yeah,
I would
you are.
call
Let's give you a
myself
compliment.
aggravating. So,
First off, but you would call yourself aggravating though.
no.
Okay.
But I mean, okay, so say we go in the store and I'll pick up.
Wait. Before we use this store, because this is that's the always where y'all go to. You don't have another example in your
Yeah,
head?
okay.
Well, we haven't heard it.
Oh, she's very strong-minded.
Our listeners haven't heard it though.
Very strong, very strong, very strong-minded
Give
here.
2 stories. How about that?
No. We just need one.
just
Oh, okay.
do
'cause I'm
the
about to
store.
say-
Give us the store.
do
Give us
the
the
store.
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 Let's
I want
not
the store.
give the store. First off, it's about me, and who cares what y'all are saying?
Oh.
So don't give the story.
Vain
Okay,
are
hold
we?
on.
Vain are we?
No, not vain.
Well, we can mute her.
Well, yeah, we can
mute
mute-
her and tell your story.
Go ahead, tell your. The floor is
Don't
yours.
give the store example.
The floor is yours. Oh, possessive.
Okay.
So yeah, I gotta live with this. Is my sister, so
Okay.
I got.
Okay, that's
My
got to be an
apologies.
interesting dynamic.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you don't want
She's
to,
the little
don't.
big sister.
Little big sister.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Since
So she can.
birth.
Oh, little big. Okay. So she can be big.
Oh God.
I'm talking about like
Little
older.
OG. Oh, a little OG. Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know where you was going.
Yo, it's going back down.
Just leave me alone.
No, I'll give you an example. That's not the store.
Okay.
Thank you.
So there was something going on downtown Florence one afternoon, one night. No, it wasn't. It was night. It was like 1:00 in the morning, and somebody posted like such and such going on downtown. So we all hop in the car and want to see what's going on, and it was nothing like good. It was
Wasn't it the Black Lives Matter?
yeah, it was something like we ain't had no business going. But we were like, y'all, if Rhonda was here, she would not. let me
No,
not
I
go.
was there, and I told y'all not to go, and y'all said y'all were going anyway.
And you stayed in
and
the
I
house.
stayed and went to
yeah.
sleep,
That's what it is.
which is
See?
what all of us should have been doing.
So that's what she would have.
she's
You're the mom of the group.
yeah.
No, actually, she's the mom of the group. Honestly,
Y'all should not go. I'm gonna go to bed.
But see, I would have said that, but like, I'm gonna ride with y'all. Make sure y'all all right, cause I'm nosy a little bit.
listen, you don't know what you were riding into.
Yeah.
Y'all going off of stuff based off of social media.
Sure.
1:00 in the morning,
And guess what was going on? Nothing.
wasting y'all time.
Absolutely nothing. But yeah.
But what was the word?
I said conservative and conscience. You are conscious.
Well,
Conscious.
Okay.
we appreciate you ladies being with us, and they can catch a show on Thursdays. So thank you guys for being with us today, and we're going to get into a topic that we hope won't get too heated. See?
Too
What
heated?
day- what
It
day
shouldn't
is
be heated at all.
Excuse
Okay.
me. What day does the show come on again?
On Thursdays.
Okay.
No,
I thought not.
our show comes on.
our
Mondays
show.
and Wednesday.
Our show comes on
She
Mondays.
said I
Not
thought
talking about their
not.
show.
Okay.
You said you can catch our show on
No,
Thursday.
you catch their show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
y'all
do
show.
think he said.
I said their show.
he was
I
talking
believe
about
you.
us.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said their show.
Well, just for
for
clarification.
clarification,
No, she said this
you
show.
can catch the Perfect People podcast on. Say that 3 times fast on Thursdays, each and every Thursday. All right, brought to you by Crux Media Group. All right, C.
Tell me about it. No, you talking about
Oh,
me?
whoa. Tell me about it.
What?
What is happening?
Pause.
You calling me? Well, you tell us how we got here.
Okay, I'll tell you how we got here.
How do we get here?
I was on
Tell us
Where
Clubhouse.
are we? I'm
I was
You
on.
want me to tell his story? I ain't-
Okay, my fault.
Okay.
I was on Clubhouse a couple nights ago. It's very rare to find a good room to be in on Clubhouse because it's a lot of nonsense.
Right.
But I was able to get into a room, and the title of the room was why don't women take responsibility in the breakup? And I was like, okay, this seems interesting. And in said room, there was a lot of different takes from men and women as to why women do not take the responsibility for anything within the breakup. So instantly called my brother. See, I think that will make a good topic. And we decided that I think the idea of just responsibility in a relationship, whose is it? What's the different types of things that should be a responsibility be cast upon? And where should we start? I think we should end with breakups because that's a negative connotation.
We should end with breakups.
I think we should end with breakups. So the courting period, maybe start with courting and end with breakups.
So are we talking about responsibility just across the board in each one of these
in
stages?
each one of these stage
From
categories
to relationship
stage categories, different things within the relationship, might be finances,
the demise of it or
the demise,
okay,
you know, and then why people are less likely to take responsibility, because I think that's on both sides of the aisle.
So where we start?
Yeah,
Where do we
where are we
start?
starting?
That's what I'm like. Whew, I don't know.
I like the courtship. So,
The courtship.
Yeah,
Courtship.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's a fair place to start.
Yeah.
All right, so
The courtship usually happens somewhere in the beginning.
Somewhere.
Yeah, all right, well, I'm taking us somewhere.
Yeah, go
Well,
ahead.
because if it's,
I'm taking us somewhere because some
I get
people
you.
Can we define what courtship is? Because I
courtship.
think that looks a little different.
Well, in my humble opinion, courtship is when you're trying to get to know someone and you're dating. You haven't fully committed to the relationship, but a commitment can happen during the process, and you can still be courting the woman.
You're dating.
Dating.
Okay.
Now, the reason I said it the way I said it is because someone that's a gentleman that's at this table, it's not me, doesn't believe
shame.
that dating is a relationship.
It's not.
And
he
there
don't
is a
believe
woman
it.
here who also believes it. That isn't Ferranda or OG. And she does
Dating
not believe
is
it.
dating. You know my take on dating.
I
Dating
don't,
is
Nick. I am
dating.
thoroughly confused. By what
Dating
you
is dating. Like we
Nobody's
just going
ugly.
out. We're getting to know each other.
nobody's ugly.
Nobody's
Yeah,
ugly.
So you
Yeah.
date multiple men at the same time?
Yes.
she's once had them in a group chat, according to her.
Yeah.
the lies that have been spewed from the podcast.
Okay.
What are they?
But I will say though that in this day and age, dating is used interchangeably to signify a relationship and to kind of hit on what Nick is talking about, where you are in that phase where you're just kind of exploring your options. So I've heard it used in both contexts. I don't think that there is a
It doesn't mean it exists in both contexts.
No.
Just because it's used in both contexts.
not necessarily.
Okay.
But why is it believable for a man to date multiple women? But
It's not that it's not believable.
not believable for me to date.
It's not that it's
that it
not.
could work for me to date multiple men.
I think it's acceptable.
I don't think that.
Yes,
No, I don't even think
acceptable.
I don't even think it's acceptable.
Okay.
I think the point we've been trying to make since we started this show 2 years ago, when Neek first brought this up, has been,
Mind you, I brought
don't
this
know.
up outside of the show.
No,
But go ahead.
and it made it into the show. And the point here is, and I've made the statement, CL has made the statement repeatedly, and I've randomly just talked to friends of mine and asked if this. I don't know not one man who would knowingly
They're not going to tell you.
be in a group chat with other men that's dating one woman.
Well, I'm just curious about what the conversation is. Like,
Good morning. I want to go somewhere. Whoever's available.
Oh,
And it was only 3 of them.
Girl, hold on. Let me get my mouth up off this table.
wait. So it's like a multiple choice. Whoever chimes
Yeah, whoever's
in first.
available, whoever. Like, because we're just dating. Nobody wants nothing extra. When the conversations came, and whenever I come to a man and I tell him, like, I date multiple men, I'm not going to hide that from you.
Right.
They were like, okay, as long as you are okay with, and this was me beginning to date multiple men. So I put them in a group chat, see how we can handle it. When I want to go out, I don't have to text 3 different people.
But yeah, use copy and paste.
Well, let me ask you.
It worked for a while.
Well, let me ask you a question. If the ultimate goal is for something to work and it didn't work,
But it wasn't going to.
Hold on. If the ultimate goal is for something to work, because that's the only reason you did it, and it doesn't work, doesn't that mean it didn't work?
No. It didn't work
You're
out
still
into
holding on to it like it worked. It didn't
But
work.
it didn't work into a relationship. It was never supposed to be a relationship. They all made it clear that they were just seeing what, going with the flow. So I put them in the flow. That's a part of the flow. You don't want anything intentionally. You don't want any relationship with me. So here you are in a group chat. When I'm available, here I'm going to put it in this group chat.
So who's trash? You or them?
Ooh.
Right?
Trash?
Who's trash? I'm not saying you are trash, but who's trash?
I just threw it out there that I was trash.
I think that's a valid question.
So why is that a valid
That's
question?
a valid question
Why would you
because-
call them trash or me trash?
and I will tell you why if you ask me.
All right, why would you call somebody
Because
trash?
when you find someone that you find value in, that value is not always equal. So what you're telling me, you have 3 people of equal value who hold the same significance in your life.
Yeah.
And I can't even do you the justice or service of texting you separately. I have to text you as a group. You're trash.
You don't want anything.
Because you're trash. That's why.
But then, okay, so now you're in a group chat.
Of
When I
trash
want to
people.
do
Of
something,
In a group with
Now you're
but
an
when I
adult.
want to do something,
You're
I
an
put it in
adult.
chat, and that's it. It's not going nowhere. It's not going to a relationship.
So
you don't
why
want
do
anything
this?
more.
Why even bother with it if it's not?
It was just
develop?
entertaining.
So
Because-
so you're even more trash because you're using adults
Can you
as
please
entertainment.
stop? You,
Trash.
Yes, why is it trash? And men do it all the time.
Basura.
But men do it all the time. They just don't put you in a
Men
group
don't-
chat.
I'm about to say,
First
you
of
put me
all,
in a group chat.
first of all, men don't put women in a group chat unless those women are bisexual.
And to be quite honest, it
everything
was
else
just up
and
until a couple of
bilingual
years ago.
and bipolar.
Just up until a couple of years ago, when you sent a group text, just I want to say maybe 3 or 4 years ago, it didn't send to everybody. It would send separately. So now that it sends,
but it was still sent it to everybody.
everybody.
No,
so,
but I know where she's going. And the point that where she's
Nowhere
going,
to go.
but you understood that this was going to everybody
Yeah.
in this, and each
Yes,
person could see
but
that
so
they are in a
different.
group. Like you're talking about Android life. Android life was
we all had
Can't,
iPhones.
you
can't
better hope
relate.
that it sends
I
to
never had Android.
yeah, Android life was you send a message. But I think we're going a little bit off. But
Yeah.
She is. She's trying to get away from what it is.
Because you called me trash.
No.
No.
Yes, you
No.
did. You
No.
put trash
I said
in it,
who's
so you
trash.
viewed me
I said
as
who's
trash.
trash.
Once you said
I said
trash, you
who's
viewed me
trash.
as trash.
So wait, so are we arguing this to try to figure out whose responsibility? Because I thought that's what.
yeah, well, that's
The
That was where it was
responsibility
Okay.
of the courtship.
Okay.
These men did not
Okay.
establish the way they're going to be treated, nor has Neek.
Okay.
So why would they expect a relationship to work if we're doing this stuff? So whose responsibility is it to set these guidelines, point us in the right direction?
Right.
That's not
Can
tradition.
I ask a question though?
Because those
of-
men didn't sign up for that. That's something she
I'm
chose
sure,
to do.
but
and well, that's what I was about to ask. Neek, did you ask them if they would be okay with being in a group before you put them in a group, or it was just something
No, I
that
just put
you
them in a group.
Oh, wow.
but
Did
they
they
stayed
really-
in the group.
Yeah, they
like
stayed in
that's
the
the
group.
thing. Like
And
no,
that's what I was
they
about to
didn't
ask.
stay in the group. That's why it's not.
Did they-
that's why
it
it's
It
not-
lasted like a month or
Everybody stayed in
so.
the
Oh,
group.
okay. And how did it break apart? Like it was just
I just stopped talking to them.
oh.
So Mark
picked
would
3
know.
people
So
to
Mark would know not to ask you out on Wednesday because Craig gonna take you out.
Yeah.
Tell me what
what part of that's
what
believable?
sitcom did
Please.
this work on? What sitcom did this work on?
That is very interesting.
But I mean, but it worked for, it only worked for a
Hey, I'm
month
an
and a half,
astronaut.
but-
And we're in space right now.
But you know that kind of that brings to mind to me because CL, you just asked the question of who is responsible for laying out the guidelines and you know saying what it is, how you should
in the
treat
courtship,
me.
yeah.
Right, in the courtship. But that's not even something that I would have even thought to touch on because I would never even consider somebody putting me in a
That's
group.
crazy, right?
No, but once it happens, the first time I get a group,
Right.
who's taking me out on Monday?
Blah.
No,
not only
it's not
that,
who's taking me out on Monday. I want
I
to go
could-
to the movies and I want to see this movie.
I could delete.
You may not be
I'm
available.
gonna delete
You-
myself from the. This is foolishness.
And they had
I probably
right.
won't even just delete myself. You
They
will be
had-
deleted from my life.
They had every right
I'm
to
saying-
do
As you
so.
should be.
That's what I'm saying. Like you would be deleted from my life. Like this is not what.
But they had every right to do so, and they could walk away at any time, but they didn't.
I was like, so you saying discard it like trash?
What,
No,
discard?
God.
Yes,
The
yes,
person
yes,
has
Don't follow him up. Don't follow him up.
I'm just
I'm
asking.
not throwing.
that's what she
I'm
said.
not. No, I'm
That
not.
is what she said.
but
First
that's
off,
because
don't
that's
put any
what,
words in my mouth.
Right.
But you are using
But
trash.
you have to-
I'm not
Okay.
using
no,
trash.
but you have to look at what you want out of it. I didn't want anything out of them.
Right.
I wasn't looking for a relationship. I was just looking for when I'm bored. This is what I'm doing. When
Would you want somebody to do that to you?
they have,
What?
I just went in a group chat.
To a quote, the illustrious,
just made it
the
easier.
illustrious Ayanna Van Zandt, hurt people, hurt people.
I was thinking the same
Hurt
thing, but I
people,
didn't want to
hurt
say
But she also just said
that.
that it wasn't in a group chat.
Yeah, like-
you've known that they were dating multiple people.
But I know
and you
that
were one of the options.
yeah, I'm just an option that okay. Do you want to go XYZ? I may have been asked because the other girl didn't want to go. I just don't know that.
Right.
I'm just putting y'all all in a group
What you
chat. 'cause
don't
I
know won't
feel
hurt you.
like,
What you don't
I
know
feel
won't hurt
like,
you.
But see, I don't feel like
That is such a
making
man.
your feel like trying to
How would you
consider
know?
your feelings because you don't want anything with me.
Right.
Like
do
this
you-
is not. I'm not gonna constantly be in this group chat. It's just this is what I want to do.
Well,
Whoever's
Nick,
available. okay.
Surprisingly, I'm going to shed some light on the situation.
Okay.
Okay, shed some light. See,
I'm scared.
Most men coming into situations don't know what they want anyhow.
Yeah, that's what I was actually just thinking that.
Allow me the opportunity to get to know you, and then I can long for you more and want you more. But
I did that with each individual.
Men only know who are attracted to them.
No, it was before I did the group chat.
But I'm saying when you did
don't back off your group chat now.
That
I didn't care at that
put you in a whole nother category.
I didn't care.
What's that category?
Exactly. I'm not a man.
Okay. You heard some guys talk.
But like going a little bit more down that road of, when people say, "Oh yeah, like I'm entering into this and I'm not expecting anything." Most of the people that I know that are now in long-standing or in even marriages, that's how it started. When you're talking about Ariel, that's how her relationship started. We just gonna chill and kick it or whatever. Bass. And now they.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
But it did start off very like just casual. Now they're married 2 kids later.
But I'm gonna tell you why. Because Ari's a liar. She knew what she was doing.
No, but the thing is, and they both said the same thing. Like they both.
We always gonna say what y'all say.
Well,
just to make the story cooler for her friends.
See, but the point, that's not even the point. The point I was making is you don't know. Like, yes, you are starting off as friendship, and this is just what it is. Yeah. But you could
Nigga, you do know you agree with me when you say you're not agreeing with her, you agree with what I said. She just repeated it.
But you could eventually build something more.
Okay.
But to end the whole group
and I didn't say nothing about no trash, so she probably is more inclined
wants to end this guy. So
I'm going to end the group chat conversation.
Right.
Okay. With all 3 of these men, I tried to have something else further than what it was. They didn't show me consistency. They didn't show me they wanted. No, it wasn't one day.
You met them all in one day?
No, I made them
all to the group chat.
No, I've known all of them over a couple of months. They didn't show me anything.
If we was in court, you'd be going to jail.
No, I wouldn't, because y'all never asked this.
This story does not add up.
So therefore, I just ended up putting them all in a group chat. Like, okay, y'all don't want anything. Hey, all right, boom.
Listen, CL.
Huh?
Oh, there we go. Yes, sir.
I love y'all. This is the highlight of my week every week.
Hey, man, I'm telling you.
101 episodes in. This is the highlight of my week every week.
And we're still 101 episodes and y'all still
and it's like day one. It's like day one.
Okay,
anyway, go ahead.
One of us bring up the group chat? Or did she bring up the group chat?
I can't even remember.
How we got to the group chat.
I do. She brought it up.
Oh, well, my bad.
We're talking about courting.
Okay, yeah, so courting. Okay, let's go to courting. Whose responsibility is for the approach?
I think
the approach.
I think it's the woman's job to select a man or let him know that she's available
to be selected.
How does she do that?
First of all, they like to ask you questions.
The women like to ask you questions?
Yeah, they'll ask you as a random question. So you just take it from there.
How long
if she shows an interest, How you got so tall?
Yeah.
What? I had nothing to do with it.
How long you been at that job? What made you want to do that? How old are your children?
Yes. So,
but are you saying that you initiate the conversation?
No. They just have to show, like, first of all, you could just make eye contact. Y'all might just catch each other, looking at each other, a little mild flirting. Right. Then I think it's up for the man to start to pursue.
Right.
And the woman just allows herself to open up more.
To be pursued.
And that's how I think it should go.
Yeah, I didn't get that right.
What you mean? What's your thought?
Because I'm going to be real transparent. Okay. So I don't mind telling a man that I'm interested. Me
either.
Well, that's it. That's enough right there.
But,
he has to follow up. You got to wait on him.
I don't have wait time. I'm a teacher and I don't know how to do that. I don't have wait time.
But when you say when you say you don't have wait time, so if you let them know that you want to be pursued or whatever, and they don't respond in the way
they don't respond quick enough for my taste.
To show you some type of reaction.
Yeah.
And so then you just kind of...
Why are you in such a rush?
I am 46.
It's not even a rush. It's what you see. It really is.
So,
it is really what you see.
Hold on a second.
I'm being honest.
Okay. You said you were 46. You were once 26. 36, and it sounds like you've been rushing. No, it don't sound like you just started at 46.
No, she could be at her age where she's tired of waiting.
I was with someone for like 13 years.
Okay.
So I ain't had that.
Okay.
So whenever I got back out there,
but
I was in my mid 30s.
Okay, so in your 30s, you have to be a little more patient. Now,
that sounds real cute.
At 46, got to play the game differently now. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out there messing around. You got to be
right.
Like, brother, you got to be on with your job.
Right.
Okay. So it is different now, but it wasn't always the case, right? Not always. You can't always rush. Like sometimes that scares me.
But I get where she's coming from because if you let a guy know that you're interested and he doesn't show you that same feeling back, or he doesn't give you
Can
that.
you give me time?
I'm interested and you're interested, what we gotta
what
wait
we
for?
waiting
One
for?
second. You've been feeling me for 3 months. You just told me yesterday. I gotta have some time.
And I think I also think that there's layers because I'm not. OG called me conservative earlier, and so I'm not the one that's going to generally tell a man, "Hey, I'm interested." But I might, speak. Hey, how you doing?
Every day?
Not even necessarily every day.
Oh, you speak to me every day. You must like me. Don't be talking to me.
But might walk past you and hey, how you doing? And if we're doing something similar, might ask you some questions around that. But it is going to be up to him to initiate any type of let's go out, let's exchange phone numbers, all that type of stuff.
That is safer.
And the reason why and he said that as safer, and I agree because putting it out there of like come on, let's go out or give me your phone number. Or I don't know how it is that y'all approach the situation. It doesn't. I think men do need an opportunity to kind of get to know whether or not that's something that they want to do before they actually jump into doing that.
Absolutely.
And so that kind of gives you that. Just speaking and having conversation kind of gives them the opportunity to figure that out.
But I think that's where she's at with it. Like, I mean, I'm not sure if this is what you mean.
Go ahead and talk to everybody.
But I believe she makes the approach of I'm interested. Right. I'm letting you know straightforward.
Don't let me know. Just let me know you're interested.
Shush. I'm talking. I'm talking.
Nika's like she gonna finish her sentence, so hush, CL.
But she's letting you know, hey, I'm really interested in you. Mm-hmm. And it may take a day or two for him to say, you know what, I am interested in her as well. Let me ask her for her number. She may wait for him to come and pursue her after. But now after a week and he hasn't contacted her.
But first of all, you're unaware of what that man currently has going on.
Exactly. So if
he could have a small roster.
Right, so
that he wants to clear up before he gets involved with a woman like yourself.
Right.
Well, I mean, his miss.
He might wants to close his group chat.
And I mean, starting things off as a friendship and not completely just diving head first. Because first off, whenever we are initially saying that we're interested in somebody, we aren't going based off of anything but looks. So how do you even know that that's actually something that you are interested in?
Right.
So I need more than a week sometimes.
Well, men with looks, but I wouldn't say looks. But sometimes, you're like, what? I like how you. Well, this
you do not see his personality.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, what else do we have to go off?
Whoa!
What are y'all telling me? She's wrong?
What are you telling me she's wrong? We just on ACL last week.
Just tell her that last
we just told her that.
What are you going off of?
When a man approaches me, he talks to me. I go based off of conversation.
But you don't see conversation going down the street initially.
But I'm not approaching him either.
But I'm saying if you are approaching, because you and Landon said that y'all are comfortable with approaching.
I may see how he handles certain situations, and that may turn me on.
He at the club. What situations he gonna handle?
I'm not gonna approach him.
Thank you for asking good questions.
Or in the mall, or at the bar, or at the restaurant.
Meek, answer these women.
Okay,
answer them.
At the bar, I'm not going to approach him.
Okay,
really? No.
So what situations are?
It might be at a mall. It might be at a mall.
Okay.
It might be at a mall. He has his children.
What's the situation?
I'm giving you a situation.
Okay.
He might have his.
You're giving me a scenario, not a situation.
I'm sorry. Okay. What's the situation?
Tell me.
Y'all gonna get up off her now. Stop.
I'm even confused. I don't
know.
You
take like this all the time, honey?
All the time.
You can go. It's the way out.
What's the signal?
You want to be a perfect people? You want to be a perfect people?
I just asked.
He said she needs us to rescue her.
The signal?
Answer these ladies' questions.
I did, but you asked her a question to clarify what she means.
Right.
So go ahead.
No, I was asking you. You
asked her.
You giving her an example like I see in the club.
I saw him in the mall
with his kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, him interacting with his kids.
But that
him
may
his children.
have been his one day out of the year to take them to the mall and get some shoes.
Exactly.
And he don't talk to them no more.
Could have been.
But a man treating kids that he's only been with for just a few hours.
But you don't know that.
No, a man treating kids that he's only been with for a few hours of the year will be different than how you handle your children will be different how my kid's father handles my children. So I know that difference.
So what? So you see that when you first see them?
That's I guess that was my question. Like, what initially attracts you? Because I'm gonna be completely honest. Even if I'm attracted by the fact that you have kids and all this kind of stuff, if your face is busted, I know. You can if your shoes is busted.
I'm about to say because it's shoes more than anything.
No, if your teeth are busted.
Okay, now appearance wise, I do look at.
Okay. But that's a part of being. That's a part of looks.
Face. No, looks his face. Looks his face to me. Looks his face to me. He could be ugly. He could be ugly.
Really?
Yeah.
And this is what she said I attack her about. This don't even make sense. This don't even make sense.
Stop. I see what the baby's saying.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
Okay.
Because a man can dress really well and well put together, and his face may not match.
But I mean, that is appearance though. That's all a part of the looks, the swag, the whatever it is that thing that you're bringing to the situation.
Ferranda.
But if they're
you're fighting a losing battle.
Yeah, you are.
All of that is a part of looks and appearances.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
No, because I'm saying if your face is the bomb and I look down and your shoes is bent, I don't want to talk to you. I don't care how attracted to you I am.
He might not have no driving shoes.
Well, then we don't need to talk to each other.
Okay, then
that is a guideline and a stipulation for me.
Okay.
So let's ask the man if a woman's shoes.
Don't take this off.
No.
Man don't care nothing about no shoes, clothes,
Her face.
hair,
It's just her
nothing.
face,
I
right?
hope that's a lie. I really do hope that's a lie.
They
So
don't
it's
care
just
for
the
real.
face, or you look at the shoes.
And not just the shoes. Now, when we're saying the shoes, that's just like one very.
I'm just trying to take something off of her face.
Well, let me say this. One, I think shoes are more of a thing for women than it is for men.
Because men will buy you shoes.
Because we will.
No mind buying you.
They will buy us an
shoes too,
outfit.
but I need to know that you know how to take care of your shoes.
I mean, but that's I think for guys.
It's the face.
It's probably your body odor.
Let him say it.
He said it last show.
Women looking at men, shoes are a thing because if you're, I remember saying my sister said because we live from New York. If you're walking, I need to know you're walking in style.
Not even that. Usually, if somebody has nice shoes, they probably take care of themselves.
Yeah. That's a sign of that's a sign of someone who takes care of themselves.
You take pride in yourself.
They see that as a sign of taking pride in yourself. For a man, I think we're a little bit more open. The looks and stuff have to be there aesthetically, more so than because we're a little bit more visual than women are. But to say that women, and this is why I have such an issue with believing what Neek says, as far as she doesn't have to have an attraction, or they don't have to be cute, or I guess by society standards cute.
Not society, by Neek standards.
No. I'm saying. No, you're saying this person doesn't have to be a good-looking person for you to date them. So by society standards of seeing a person cute, or some other people saying, "Hey, this is a cute person," you're saying that you look more at their personality and things they may be doing, walking down the street. But that's not just how they handle themselves. And I think the issue that I'm having believing it is there has to be an attraction,
an initial something
that makes you go.
But
it has to be that initial something.
I would really have to pinpoint, because I've dated guys that I can tell you that wouldn't be attractive to the two of you.
Okay. Yeah, me too, girl. Amber too.
But that's the point. See, that's the point.
But I might explain to you. But it's because and I don't know how to explain it to you. Because sometimes it's just
relative.
You just
we know.
But no. When I say that, I can't explain it to you because a guy can walk in the door. In his whole energy, I could just be like, I want to know more about him. I can't explain that to y'all without y'all saying that's.
But here's the thing: that's you finding him attractive.
Right. Yeah, but I was saying his visual.
And that's the point that I'm making. Like, I've said that you're just attracted to the person. Yeah. And you're saying this person doesn't have to be good looking, but they're attracted. But I think looks are objective.
That's relative. Yeah. It's
Looks are completely objective. So what might be cute to you may not be cute to somebody else.
Right.
So if you're attracted to them, that means you find something, whatever that is, cute about them. And that's what that's the point that I be trying to make with you
I wish
talking
I
about
could
a person.
show y'all one of my ex.
No, but we might not find them attractive, but they were attracted to you.
I wish I
But
could
the courting
show y'all.
part though.
Yeah, on the court. Let's okay, dating.
Let's reroute to courting.
Okay, we've gotten past courting. Let's go dating.
We have gotten past courting.
Did we?
Because they like
Because
to
we
attack
haven't.
me.
Oh, we haven't.
We hadn't even
Wait,
said
I
anything.
thought courting and dating was the same thing.
It is.
But we didn't.
Is
say
courting and dating the
nothing
same
about-
thing?
It is.
He doesn't believe you're in a relationship if you're dating.
You're not.
In a relationship,
You're not. You're not in a relationship.
Something
You don't
we can
necessarily have to be in a
agree
relationship if you're dating.
No. I
If
don't.
I'm dating a woman or multiple women, I'm not in a relationship with them.
No.
No.
Are you in a relationship? Yes. Are
I'm
you
in a
in an
friendship.
exclusive relationship?
Well, that's
No.
a whole different thing.
Right.
I said a relationship.
And
He said it's not even a relationship.
But
No,
for
I don't
me,
know.
well, for me, I see using the word relationship as exclusive.
Exclusive.
But we have to
No.
we have to be careful about words.
Right.
No, and I
Yeah, because
understand,
I
but
even
that's-
look at exclusive dating as not a relationship. Yeah.
Oh,
So what we doing now?
Bless the little children.
Baby,
Bless
I was trying to be rich enough, but you
Bless her.
lost me. You
But you
lost
have to
me.
understand that I
Hey,
date
yeah,
multiple
we don't
people.
understand.
I date
I told
multiple
you this.
people. So when I'm
So you're
dating
not
you
exclusive.
exclusive, I'm
But you're
just
not-
dating you.
So that's a relationship.
No.
that's a relationship.
So what's a
Nah, we still-
relationship?
So what are you doing?
I'm giving
differently?
you the opportunity. I'm giving you the opportunity to show me that
Oh, so
if I
this is
want
a
to be in a
trial.
to
I
actually
gotta
just
put
deal
this-
with you.
So you have like 5 different stages in your trajectory
This is
versus
it's a fellow
everybody else.
Wilsonian,
Can
isn't
I,
it?
can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
What's your longest exclusive relationship?
Exclusive?
Tell
A
Have
year.
you had one? You had one?
Yeah, a year.
A year. And you only so what made that relationship different than you just seeing somebody else, just one person? What-
We was just seeing. We was just.
But you said that you could just see one person, but it's
Yeah.
not a relationship. So what made it different? What was the element that made it different?
We went out. We
Dating.
did not talk about titles. We did not talk about being in a relationship. We did not have that conversation.
Who was
So
this
how did
with
y'all
now?
determine
Which
y'all
one?
were exclusive?
Huh? We had that talk that we would date just each other.
Okay.
So that was okay. We're dating. We're seen in public together constantly.
Oh, so you don't be seen in public with the people that
No,
you
you're
just,
seen in public, but you're seen in public with multiple people. You may see
First
me
off,
at.
Linda, I think
you
you're
may see
asking
me
about the wrong thing.
Okay.
Because she
Tell me
said
what
there's
they
a
asking.
difference. There's a difference between exclusive.
Oh my God,
See
y'all
how
are making their
confused?
day.
See how
No.
confusing it is? It's very confusing.
Okay,
Tell
so you
me.
said there's a difference between an exclusive dating and being in a relationship, right? So what is the difference between somebody that you're dating exclusively and somebody that you have given the
I
relationship
thought that's
title?
what I said.
You
Because
did.
you was talking, but y'all was talking about dating
You
multiple
said, you said exactly that.
She did.
That's what I
But then we
said.
was talking about dating multiple people.
No,
so I was
Because-
But listen,
because I went into.
Neat confused both of y'all. That's what she does. I keep telling y'all this. Don't keep listening to her.
All right, listen and listen clearly. I'll make it
Okay,
really
listen
quick.
clearly.
I'll make it
Okay.
really quick.
Okay.
Okay. I'll date maybe 3 guys at a time.
and
All right,
that's
so-
not exclusive.
No,
That's not a
That's just
relationship.
And
dating.
that's not a
That's just
relationship.
dating.
No,
Okay.
that's just dating.
Okay.
All right, one guy may pique my interest. Like, okay, I want to go on multiple dates with you. I want to spend more time with you.
So they graduate.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
So now we're
Level up.
we're
Level up.
exclusively dating, meaning that we're seen together multiple times, multiple places. You haven't met my family.
Have not?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
You
Okay.
haven't done all of things. We're just being seen in public together on multiple occasions. We may attend a homecoming together.
During the coronavirus? Yeah.
No, not a
We are talking. I'm
sorry.
Right. Okay.
But
go ahead.
once
Nick.
we have the conversation that we're going to take it another step to a relationship, now we're introducing each other to family members, and this is my boyfriend. This is my girlfriend.
So that's a
That's how
relationship.
because I don't feel like when I'm dating multiple people, I'm dating you all to get to know each other, get to know you all individually. But until I date just one of you, I'm not going to fully get to know you.
Right.
So once you once you say, okay, I want something with you. Okay, let's see if we really want this.
Right.
And we'll move forward like that. I feel like that's exclusive dating.
Right.
When you put exclusive dating on just a relationship, I think you're rushing. Because you don't really know if you want to be with this individual. You're just jumping into a relationship.
So the exclusive relationship part of it, they are doing a trial run for the relationship.
So how many men have graduated?
One has.
Okay, that 1 year relationship.
Yeah.
Go.
One has.
Okay, that 1 year relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, gotcha. Don't be no ma'am in me now. Come on.
I call everybody ma'am.
Well, I don't.
Okay, OG. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
My apologies. My apologies.
First time I heard her say ma'am ever. But it's okay.
Ever.
Okay. Never heard her say ma'am before.
Ever.
So
Let's
that's
check the archive.
I call y'all sir, so you won't hear it.
So, but whenever, so we were talking about responsibility, and so I guess I'm trying to figure out
From Nick's point of view, because we all on the same page, but Nick, so you need to ask.
Well, actually, y'all are not on the same page because you feel like a relationship is dating.
Let me tell you something.
So nobody's on the same page. We just all have different views on what dating is.
No, I mean, for me, I see it both ways.
And I didn't say what you just said either.
In my own personal, life, I don't use the term dating at all. Mm-hmm. So if somebody asks me, I might say I'm talking to someone, or I might be talking to, and then if we decide to, graduate to that next level, the next level for me is a relationship. It's not, you got your in between spot where they trying out for it, and then they jump on to the relationship. But it goes from we talking, and then we decide that we want to be exclusive, and we in a relationship. So that's generally how it is for me. Because the dating thing, that first off, in the 21st century with these churn around here that currently exists, that is just, it's too much.
Well,
it's too much.
Well, Ferranda, how dare you have 3 stages when Nick has 72 stages of dating?
I do not.
How dare you have the audacity to have 3 stages and she has 73?
People. I decide who I want to date exclusively. We start dating, and then if we decide to get
no,
you go to the group chat.
You left out. That's what I'm saying.
She left out multiple stages.
No, the group chat. No, the group chat was one time.
Just one time.
One time ever.
That was just an experiment.
Yeah, that's not something that's normal.
Baby, let's just bury that today. What's the date? January 10th.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sorry, whatever the date is.
The 14th, 13th, January 13th.
Yeah, whatever that date is. Don't do that.
Oh, it ain't even January 13th. It's past that day.
Oh, that's going to be cut out.
Okay.
Sorry.
That was like 4 years ago.
All right. Well, now that we are very more confused.
I don't know how y'all are confused about that.
I've been confused for 2 years, so I'm not even.
You were used to it.
But what?
You need to write a book.
But what do we talk about with responsibility in the courting stage? Who has responsibility in?
Well, before we get to that, Ferranda, we want to bring in another co-host of the Perfect People podcast. We've already gone through some background, and that's Ari. Welcome to the show, Ari.
Hello. Glad to
Welcome
be here.
to the show.
Oh. Doing applause, you can hear.
Thank you.
We see her like that. She's
I can't.
Yeah, we got you. It was the people outside. They were claiming for you.
Say hey, girl. To be here. First, giving honor to
Okay.
No, we want to
don't test the logic.
we want to welcome you to Relationship Status, and glad for having you on. And thoughts about we're talking about responsibility in the courtship.
Oh, well.
But you're going to join us on this next one.
Yeah, you're going to join us on that. Because we're going to. Yeah. But, so, Ferranda, what was your question you were about to ask?
I guess I was just trying to figure out, so are we talking about who has the responsibility? Because I think that's how we initially got onto, Nick explained to us the different stages for herself. Who is responsible for initiating the conversation in order to get to the place of even
dating
courting or dating
the next step after courting?
Okay.
Who's responsible to initiate that conversation? Mm-hmm. Is it the woman or the man?
I think the woman lets him know that she wants to go to the next level.
She always lets you know.
Yeah, but it's his job to kind of.
She always lets you know.
To kind of initiate, like, okay, this is what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, I think I just had an epiphany.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Don't ask me to spell it now because I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, we won't ask.
We'll start with an E though.
It do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think that's why I haven't been successful in relationships.
Why?
Because
You're not taking responsibility?
No, I'm taking too much responsibility.
Too much.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And I want the microwave thing because I don't have. Remember, I told you I don't do the wait time. I want it right now. And the man that is meant for me, or something, it's gonna take him a minute. You know, I want him to prepare, just like I want to be prepared for him.
Call on me. Call on me.
Okay, yes.
What?
Yeah, you got to take your time.
Because CL said that same.
I know.
thing
I just had
very early on,
but
and you
it
was
had-
like,
but it
"No,
had to
I'm not
come
rushing things."
No, she had to.
I had to experience my girl right here to make
So
it
you don't
click.
want that. You don't want that. Okay.
For me to get this epiphany, like I
Okay.
said, you know how you hear
Hold up.
I love you, and you are responsible for this epiphany. So you are.
Yes, take credit.
good.
Okay, so what you're telling me is you're welcome.
Okay.
So what you're saying is you're gonna take your time, or
I'm saying that I'm going to step back because I don't step back. I'm like, come on, what?
Oh.
That's me.
Wow.
That's
and you're gonna
Yeah, that can scare. That can scare.
I was like, whoa.
so you're
that
gonna
can
allow
scare,
him.
man.
Because
You're gonna allow him to
of
lead.
you're
Gonna allow him to lead.
No,
yes, and I have
allow him to chase you first.
because
Men like to chase.
the quality of me. I'm not gonna talk about me right now.
No,
I'm
no.
gonna talk about Anna.
I heard about her.
Yeah,
I heard about Anna.
Okay. So my friend Anna, we are a lot alike.
Okay.
A lot alike. So she tends to find men that is not really not a good quality.
Okay.
Of
A good ilk.
Right.
Okay.
Not equally yoked to what you got going on.
Exactly. To what Anna got going on.
Oh, I meant that person.
So because they're not supposed to be there. You know, so of course they're not going to get it. Of course they don't want to date me, and and stuff like that because
Date Anna.
Oh.
Anna.
And no.
But go ahead and make my point.
make your
Yep, you're making my
I
point.
don't think she was making your point.
Yes, she is.
We don't have enough time.
She's making my
make
point
it
because I
What
said
point?
let him lead. I said
Yeah,
let him lead.
Let him lead.
And
but all men aren't meant to lead.
No, that's true.
Well, all men aren't meant to. The only man that can lead me is the one that's for me.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't want these men that I've been talking to. Me and Anna have been talking to lead us anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, but I want to take a second because I think that the ladies of the group have taken a lot of airtime.
Yes.
And we hadn't really heard from
Oh, you
CL.
heard from? You heard?
And, well, we've heard from CL, but he's just basically been confused.
Yeah. I'm very confused. Very confused.
So I mean, I'm interested because I think what also happens as ladies is that we don't pay attention. So we are, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want, and we don't take the time to say, okay, so what makes y'all tick? Like what's working for y'all versus what's not? Like what does it look like in y'all's world?
I think that there's I wouldn't say gender roles, but I think that there's something to be said for a woman that wants to be chased or hunted.
Well, they don't know it.
I don't want to be killed.
They don't.
No, it's not that. No, I think that because I think
I wouldn't want to
I'm
chase
just kidding.
though.
I understand.
so they want to, there's something to a woman that wants to be chased that is going to let you know that she desires you, but is not going to just be like, okay, here,
Well,
go ahead, see.
well, my problem is if the woman has to tell you, she's gonna hold you less in value. Some things men are required to know.
Well, I wasn't saying it like verbally, but I mean like just through her actions. She would act a certain way. If a woman wants you, she'll act a certain way. If she doesn't want you,
She
she'll
might
act
put
a
up.
different.
She might put your bulletin board up in your classroom or something like that.
Oh snap!
that sounds real personal.
Yeah.
I just was using an example. It wasn't personal.
Shots have
It
been-
was an example.
Yeah, might help you.
Put that gun up, girl.
Yeah.
And so moving on. So that could be an action.
That could be an action. That could be an action to say, hey,
Yeah, that was an action.
I'm here.
But she's not outright saying it. But that's it.
She shouldn't have to.
Because she got her own room to put together.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
Women expect men to know things, and men don't know things because they don't want to know things.
Because they don't want to know.
But see, women
Nope.
show men all the time.
Why don't they want to know?
The reason they don't want to know is probably because one
They're
reason.
not trying to catch it.
One reason is they can't handle the woman, and women like to be handled in the most respectful way. The most respectful.
Sit down, girl.
You know, yeah, I'm like a firm man.
Sometimes.
I ain't gonna say sit down, but tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Tell me
Oh,
what
I like that
direction
girl.
we going.
I like that. You
Like,
can sit on down. You sit on down. Okay.
You're like, no, we're not. We're not going to do that
because you don't even do that.
Well, he got to try it.
What, to say shut up? I mean,
No,
say sit down.
no. In the most respectful way.
Right.
Sometimes I need to sit down.
And just like a woman has to tell a man the same thing.
Yeah.
So
Please have a seat.
I'm only speaking from the male's perspective.
Right.
But men like that too.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Really?
Try that.
Yeah.
What?
I've tried it.
Being told what to do or being
single.
Just being handled, and however a woman may handle you.
Because there is times where we need to relax,
right.
and we need to. I think a good woman balances you out to a certain. Because I'll fly off the handle in a minute. Oh shoot! I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna be gone. I'm out, and it's gonna be full-fledged all assault. And sometimes you need somebody to be like, hold on. You don't need nobody to give you the gun, but you might need somebody to hold it and be like, hey,
Put this on safety.
Yeah, put this on
Or
safety.
think about it. Or think about it.
Or just tell you to think about it. Because I'm a person where if I have an idea in my head, if something that I think is a good idea, I'm just going to go with it.
Yeah. And
I'm not even going to worry about, I'll figure out everything else later.
Right.
And I think sometimes you need somebody to go, hey, hold on, let's plan this out before you go spending this money. Because when I started podcasting a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago, it was a reaction to my friend passing. And so I said, yo, I want a podcast. I didn't know what I wanted to podcast about. I was like, he podcasted. That's the way I'm honoring him by podcasting. I'm going to go do it.
Right.
And a friend of mine called me and said, hey, I want to do a podcast about sports. I said, high school sports. I said, okay, cool. Let's do that. And I went off and did that. Did pretty well, but did my own little half a second research because we talked about it on Tuesday and we was going to record on Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of, I'm a person that's going to jump out there. Now, if, there's people in your life, a good woman would have said, hey, how about you research some equipment,
Right.
research what you're going to do. How do you have a plan? What's the what? And we kind of, and me and him kind of figured things out as we went. Ooh, good
But
show.
I wouldn't question it. I wouldn't question you like that, though.
No, it's not about questioning. It's just about helping to plan me out so I'm not wasting time.
Yeah, like I would ask
so I'm
you
not
your
wasting
plan.
time or money.
Yeah, and I think that goes to when you were talking about gender roles just a second ago, and something that I've realized, especially in what it is that I currently do, I work with both men and women, and what I've discovered is men they're visionaries. Like they see the end, but don't necessarily see the steps that it's going to take or all the small things that it's going to take in order to get to the end. So they'll come and they'll be like, oh, let's do, like Yusuf just said, let's do this podcast. But I haven't thought through all of the minutia of what it's going to require in order to get to whatever that vision is.
It was a lot, but it would have saved me a bunch of time.
Right. And money, probably.
And money. Save a bunch of time and money to be able to do it correctly. So I think that's what I think. Sometimes we do need to be told to relax because men just we're going to protect and do all of that stuff, and sometimes you
assume.
You assume. Well, you would.
Yeah.
You would.
Yeah, I mean, I hope.
I mean, you would.
I mean, I would personally, but I mean, that's some of us. Some of us are males.
Not men.
Some of us are men. So there's a difference.
No man
But it is also all in how you say it too.
What you mean? How you say it?
Yeah, it's how you say it. Like you're not going to take
In
me.
timing.
You're not going to take me if you're wanting to start something. You have a fresh idea. You're excited about this idea. Are you going to respond to me asking you, well, do you know everything that needs to be known about
you wouldn't
podcasting?
say it
Well,
like that.
a woman.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
you
what I was
wouldn't say it
telling
like
him.
that.
Telling who?
That's what he said. Like, have you researched it? Have you do this? When you, a lot of times when you question a man about his dream, that can kind of make him put up a wall.
But we're not talking about the woman who questions. We're talking about the woman who just kind of handles it. Like, no, come here. We need to sit down a minute.
You didn't let me finish.
I'm not
yeah,
talking
you didn't
about
let me
that.
finish.
I know because you was about to say what I was about to say.
No, I wasn't about to say.
I know.
But I wasn't about to say that.
I know. I heard it.
But
before.
what I was about to say was, she can ask him, well, what is your plan?
Thank you.
So he can shut up. So he can come and he can think about it himself. So he thinks he has this idea himself, like, oh, okay, I got to come up with a plan.
Okay.
Or they might be the woman that has to say, yeah, we can't do this right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like we
That's what I was thinking about him.
This is not a good idea.
You don't have time to do this.
Right.
So,
So we're already doing all these things. We might have some kids involved and all this. Like, yes, maybe, but we're gonna table this until.
Well, that's the aspect I was speaking of. He kind of went a different direction.
No, but that's the same. I think it's the same. I was going to the same
No,
point.
sometimes you gotta tell him to sit down, like I said about the woman. No,
Relax.
No, we're not doing that. You're not lending your boy no money and he gonna flip it. No, go in the room and sit down.
Yeah, sometimes it's not even a table discussion. It's, no, that's never
that's
happening.
not gonna happen.
Right.
So you have to have people who understand that.
Yeah.
And with men, the more a woman has to tell you, the less she thinks you know.
Yes, and
So you don't need your woman telling you
a whole lot of things.
Right.
what to do, how to handle her.
Yeah.
And to a particular point, I don't think women really want to have to tell a man.
No, you
what to
you
do all
get
the time.
weaker every time she got to talk to you. I'm like, I might as well just do it myself.
But we know how to do it, so it seems like it's your idea.
Didn't I
you know
just
we plan? No,
But I think that
I did. But I just did. I just said.
But I don't even think that's what they're saying at all. Not even the flipping it around and making it their idea. They are saying like
telling him what to do.
Right.
Yeah,
if a
yeah, I
woman
got
has
that.
to constantly do that for you,
That's right.
then eventually it's gonna be like, I
It's
got
gonna
a
charge
child.
you
for
I have a child
Exactly.
in my life.
Right.
Like,
And I might as well get me or somebody else.
Right.
Yeah.
Because what you're talking about, Linda, is more so motivation and helping out with
I ain't
planning
talking no
and
more.
stuff like that.
No, you gonna talk. You gonna talk. You gonna talk now.
But what we're speaking more to is just the fact of being told what to do and how to act and how to spend money and how to do this and how to do that.
But
And
see,
I think
as
that's
an
where it
adult,
becomes.
I don't need to tell you how to do any of that. If I have to tell you how to do any of that, I'm gonna be. I will not value you as much if I have to constantly tell you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what CL was saying. You
Yeah.
shouldn't have to constantly,
No.
but one time or two times. I mean, that's what you're there for.
But I'm gonna make
And
you
he'll
think
do
about
this-
it.
Your
and
helpmate.
he'll do the same thing for you.
Yeah, I will
should,
make
at
you
least.
think. I will make you think about it. Like, if you come to me and say, "I want to open a store," okay, you want to open a store. I'm not gonna knock your idea. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna tell you no. We don't have time to do that. I'm
Oh,
gonna
I
say.
Girl, depending
I'm
on what
gonna
you got in the bank.
I'm about to say, like,
you will.
Because no, like, okay, for instance, if like Yusuf is a cook, so if he says he wants to open a restaurant, all right, there's a reason why he wants to do this. All right, so this is an idea that you're excited about. I'm not going to kill it for you, but I'm going to help you kill it for yourself. All right, so
So through your questions, you're gonna help them to
I'm
come
not
to
even
the
going to question.
realization.
I'm going to ask you, what is your plan to open this?
But that's a question.
No. But I'm not going to question you on it. I'm not going to question you to the point where I'm questioning you about your finances and all of that. I'm going to have you question yourself.
So have we got to the part about the demise of the
haven't.
relationship?
we about to get there now. We about to get there now.
But before we even got there, I also wanted to say, because y'all were, whenever y'all started talking about like who is responsible, because that is a part of the responsibility part of it, right? And what is the woman responsible for whenever it comes to the relationship? Because y'all were talking about big dreams, and that's the aspect that we didn't talk about as women. Like, whenever we have those big things, because I mean, whenever I get into the relationship it is that I'm going to be in, I'm not going to be the stay-at-home wife. That's not going to be the role that I play. And so, what is the responsibility of the man in also supporting his woman in whatever it is that they're doing in that relationship as well? How do you knock them down? Do you tell them?
Well, I think when it comes to having so you said maybe in this case the woman, I don't want to say is the head of household financially.
No,
Maybe.
not even head of household.
Okay.
Because I'm be transparent. I am going to be the submissive one. Like, I have no issue with being a submissive woman in the relationship that I'm supposed to be in. I ain't talking about just generally.
Oh
out
yeah,
in these
not
streets.
just general.
But I have no issue being a submissive one. So I understand that the responsibility on me is going to be like, if I want to do something, I'm going to have to bring it to my husband or
should.
bring it to my significant other.
It should be.
And it goes both ways.
And it goes
Right.
both ways.
It
yeah.
goes both ways.
And it's not necessarily, we could be doing equally as big of things, but maybe it then becomes his responsibility to say, all right, Ferranda, well, I'm chasing my dream right now, so you can't necessarily be doing what it is that you want to do.
Okay, well, let's just talk about from the aspect of, let's say she is this woman.
Right.
And she has, because it seems like men have an ego problem when a woman is really successful, and maybe they get played aback. I think you can lead. I don't think what she does work wise should dominate the relationship. I think it's separate. It's like church and state. So you can be this $1 billion woman out here, but in this relationship, we're equals. And if a man doesn't know who he is, he can let material things trick him into believing he's less valuable than what he is.
Right.
So you have to have a man that's strong enough to know who he is
to be able to deal with that
and still lead. And lead doesn't come with money. That's why men shouldn't lead with money. Like, I make the money, so I make decisions. That's just the wrong attitude.
That's wrong,
in a relationship.
Have y'all ever heard what Steve Harvey said about why he likes to make the final decision?
I haven't.
No, I haven't.
He said that him and his wife talks about it all the time, whatever is going on, but he's going to make the final decision because if it fails, he wants all the weight to be on him.
It could sound good, but it can fail. And it sounds correct. But I think Steve is in a different financial situation than a lot of people.
But then all the financial weights, the whole weight still wouldn't be on him.
But I don't even think it's all about financial.
But and that's why I took out whenever I said I was trying to take out financial, all the weight still wouldn't be on him. Especially if we have a family. I'm gonna feel that weight just as much as you're gonna feel the weight, even if you make the final decision. Like if it fails, it's a family, so we gonna all feel it.
So you're saying Steve is wrong?
And I think he's wrong in saying that
because it should be more equal, right?
Right, in saying that if it fails, all the weight falls on me. I think that is part of what is wrong when it comes to the male ego, and not sharing the responsibility in the relationship. Because if we do both come, and I'm not saying that you don't ultimately say, all right, we going for this. Even if I say, if my vote is no, and you say, all right, well, I'm trumping you on this. Okay, cool. I might not say I told you so. That might not be my responsibility, but I still feel the weight. Like that's not going to take away the fact that if we lose $5 million, I don't feel that. Like, how Sway? Help me to understand. So, I guess that's the part that I don't agree with that part. But
it did sound good.
It sounds good. It sounds like the right thing to say. And I think he did mean it, but he also has to understand it's two sides to it.
Right.
And it's on both people.
Yeah, because if we both stand in this house,
that's his ego wanting to be head of household.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So we're going to the demise of the relationship. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Okay.
Who was responsible for the demise? Which was the ultimate
taking the responsibility.
Yusuf.
I think that early on, I would have thought that it's a 50-50 thing. My early thinking.
Of 50-50 what?
That it's a 50-50 responsibility in the demise of the relationship. Early thinking. My thinking today, due to some discussions with a good friend of mine, is that the man is responsible for the demise of a relationship.
All the time.
I think so. I think about...
That's his friend.
How?
Yeah.
How?
That's my friend.
High percentage. Very high percentage.
I disagree.
Why is that?
I'm staying quiet.
And I'll tell you. Go ahead.
Oh no! Tell me why.
No. Go ahead. Tell me why you disagree.
I disagree. Now they contribute a lot.
A lot.
I mean, like
a woman makes the final decision then.
But I think a woman will allow a lot of stuff to occur and happen that it didn't even have to go that way.
But what we're saying about the man is the man should be wise enough to know not to even do those things.
But we already know.
Well, that's
the
what
wisdom
the problem
of the men.
That's where the problem comes in.
But that's what we're saying. That's where the issue comes in at.
But just like you said, a woman has to tell a man, sit down. Just it's her responsibility too to tell him, look, I don't like when you do this. It makes me feel like this. But a lot of times we don't say because we want to hold on to that man or whatever. And we just let it slide until it festers.
But you're speaking directly to the point, honestly.
Oh, sorry.
No. I'm just saying you're speaking directly to that point. Like the man should be that in tuned with what's going on. He should be.
He should be.
That's why I say he should be.
But I mean, there are some things that you do have to tell somebody.
Right.
Yeah, but
not saying you don't have to tell anybody.
But it has to be hey, hun, something seems off. What's wrong?
Right.
And I think Now, if at that point she does not want to have a conversation, now that's when the scales start to tip in responsibility.
When she's coming to have the conversation, it's over.
Yeah.
It's already over.
If she's initiating the conversation, it's done.
It's already done.
Her cup is overflowed, and it's time for it to be over.
But I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that now, if it depends on how she has come to have the conversation. That's when it's over. Because I think we try to have the conversation at different points in time, or maybe we try to throw different hints, or we try to,
Well, even if you do that and the man doesn't take heed, it's still his fault.
Absolutely.
It's still his fault. Because I don't think most women will sit there and let a man destroy a relationship without warning. They're gonna fight for it in some capacity. If they value you a little bit, they're gonna say, listen, this is okay, like say if a man goes out every weekend. Long term, you worry about him cheating. But he destroyed the relationship by going out every weekend, being apart from her. Cheating is just the result of being out there.
Right, because if you was home, you
would never cheat. So you destroyed the relationship the 54 times you went out, not the 55th time when you finally cheated.
Right.
So cheating didn't destroy the relationship. It was because you ignored all the signs up until that, and now you cheated.
So so this is what I was thinking about. So whenever the initial time that when y'all start dating, they bring you flowers. And you see I don't like flowers. Don't bring me flowers. They die. I don't know how to keep up with them. That's a waste of time. Bring me some food.
Well,
that satisfies the spirit and soul.
Oh yeah.
Well, do you say that because you work where you work?
No.
About bringing food or bringing?
No, because let me tell you something. Flowers in the workplace when everybody's there.
Oh no,
hit completely different.
Edible arrangement. That's food and a flower.
I understand that.
There's the happy medium.
I understand you that. But if there's 40 women in that office who aren't receiving flowers, your lady may not like flowers, but she enjoys the moment those flowers come. Yeah. Yes, you do.
No,
you do.
You can still get food. It's not either.
But I'm saying you're talking about the delivery and the attention. You don't have to send me flowers for me to get that delivery and that same attention.
Oh, you better do it all.
No, for whoever you're dating, yes. But listen to me, because I'm telling you, as Veronda Green,
I'm gonna give you.
You ain't got to give me no flowers. I'm
gonna give you some words of advice. And Beezy said it on a previous show last week, and it's something I hold true. You don't ask a deer how to hunt a deer. You ask a deer hunter.
Right.
You're not a woman hunter.
But I've been living in this body.
I understand
long enough to know that I want no flowers.
I understand that's what you think.
Right.
I understand that's what you think.
It's not that you don't want flowers.
It's cool.
But you'll still accept it, and it'll still give you that same feeling because
you're gonna say thank you.
Yeah.
You're gonna hug him when you get home.
So that is here we go.
Okay.
So let me get to the point that I was making before y'all started trying to convince me that I want flowers.
You want flowers. You just ain't got enough. You ain't got enough flowers yet, but you want flowers.
All right. So, well, okay. So you start bringing me flowers, and I see on your face the excitement that you have.
Exactly.
That you have out of the fact that you brought me these flowers, you've done something, you spent your money, whatever it is. Yada,
Tell
yada,
me
yada.
what a good woman gonna do.
So I'm going to say thank you.
Exactly.
And I'm going to continue saying thank you. But at some point in time in that relationship, I'm going to be like, dang, he is still bringing me flowers 5 years later, and he has not figured out that I don't want no dang on flowers.
What woman don't want that?
I don't want no flowers.
But you're using okay. When you say flowers,
I'm talking literal.
I'm
flowers.
not saying flowers every day. But if you got roses on Valentine's Day,
I don't want no roses.
I don't want it on Valentine's Day. I want it on March 3rd.
Okay. Let's say he meets that requirement.
But I want you to be specific to what intimacy is. You getting to know me and doing what it is that I'm going to.
What if he enjoys sending you flowers? Then you'll learn to enjoy it.
I mean, I guess if that's what we're gonna do.
If he's a florist.
You said you're a florist.
I understand that. Like maybe that's his.
You don't like your meatloaf every Wednesday, but you like to cook.
But
so
you tell me I don't want no meatloaf.
No, I'm not. He's not. Sometimes you don't do it.
He'll eat it every Wednesday.
He do it.
But the point
you start loving that meatloaf because that's part of what she like to make, and she love meatloaf. And
but there are also
I want meatloaf
also instances and situations where you stop doing something that the other person doesn't want you to do because that's not what they want.
Yeah, like going out.
Okay, whatever your thing is.
Okay, whatever.
But you start going off in tangents, boy. But the point that I was making is, all right, so after 5-10 years of us being together and you're still doing this thing, I won't use flowers because Lord have mercy. You're still doing this thing that you know I don't enjoy, rather than doing some of the other 50,000 things that you know I enjoy. That starts that's a thing, and that starts.
So you're saying you told him that you didn't want those?
Not even necessarily that I told him.
The first time you came to the house and it was dead.
Right.
That was her telling you.
All flowers dead.
Yeah, all flowers died.
Not in the first 2 days.
Or she left them at work.
Okay, so I guess I need to be more clear.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying to say, like, this is how it is that a woman can be responsible for the demise in the relationship.
Okay.
See, I understand that.
If you would have let me, instead of you telling me I'm a deer and I don't know how to hunt myself.
I didn't stop. You're not a deer hunter.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, okay.
You said the same thing you said.
No.
Well, anyway.
Okay.
You are something else.
If you don't communicate those things, and then it gets to, like, that becomes something 10 times worse later on in the situation, because I didn't off the bat tell you, maybe not even the first date, because I mean that's rude maybe, but at some point in time that I don't like flowers, and so now I'm mad at you every time it is that you bring me these flowers, although I never explicitly said to you.
But that's what
He's not a mind reader.
That's what I said at the
Right.
beginning.
But and I guess that's what I was saying. Like, there are instances where the woman can be responsible for the demise of the relationship,
because it festers.
right? It grows into something else.
But once again, I think that comes back around to getting the clues. Like, you just have to be attentive. As a man, you have to be attentive to your woman to understand, hey, look, this is, she don't like flowers.
Yeah.
But you also have to understand.
No matter how much I want to give her these flowers, she doesn't like flowers.
But you can't ever stop giving her flowers.
Yeah, no, I don't think that I
Yes, you can. You can stop. Whoever
What
is
are you
out
trying to
there,
say
if
about-
you are the person that's going to be with me for the rest of my life, you don't have to give me flowers.
Men have
But
to
I
do
mean,
it.
she's
Listen,
vocally
hold on.
saying that she
Hold on a
doesn't
second.
like flowers.
Hold on a second.
then
I know
why
we're
are you
using
saying-
flowers,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
literally,
right,
but
right.
metaphorically.
Yeah.
I was using literally.
You
ain't gonna give me no
can't.
flowers.
You can't ever stop. You can't ever allow someone else to fill her cup.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So you have to even
You have
though
to figure out what the thing
even though
is.
she's saying this,
Oh, my
you
God.
still have to you still have to
Jesus,
do it.
Will.
I'm not talking about the flowers now. I'm
Well,
just talking.
tell me what you're talking about. So
Right.
I'm
No,
totally
what-
understand.
I need an example.
no.
Now I'm
Well, I think
confused.
what Ciel's talking about is being intentional.
Now you
about,
confused? Okay.
Ciel's most
She
likely.
was being real good and stop. Leave her
I
alone.
ain't saying nothing.
Right.
Hey,
I was quiet.
I'm
You
just
were.
asking.
Neek, I'm on your side, girl.
I think what Ciel is
too.
talking more to is the metaphorical flowers, and
Yes.
in that, I got to be intentional about the things that I'm doing
All the time.
for you.
Yes.
and
Yeah.
and it has to be. It can't slack up. It has to be continuous.
And,
Yes.
it can't be contingent on everything
Think
she
she-
wants or doesn't want.
What's going to be contingent on?
It's continuing on what you want for her.
Sometimes you want something for your mate. Yeah.
I can see that.
That happens.
I can see that. Yes.
That happens. Like everybody, like it's some woman out there this weekend. I don't know if Dallas is playing or not. She got a Dallas jersey on. She don't even like football. Her man didn't love Dallas.
Probably
so
don't even know who playing for.
Don't even know.
Yeah.
We love Dallas.
Sitting there-
So
I can
Sitting
say
there
that
on
Dallas
the
is
chair.
not playing.
that's right.
So
Sometimes you
not.
have to do that to be.
let me
or
make
the Giants.
sure. So let me make sure
Yeah, or the Giants.
that I'm understanding you clearly. So you're saying even though she doesn't like the flowers, you're sending them to her job, not to her home, because she doesn't like it. She's
Well,
not
I'm just
like
saying if she worked at, if she
But
was
if she
home,
worked, if she
it's probably
worked,
not as,
yeah. But if she worked out in in the open somewhere where other people are going to see her receive these flowers, you're going to send them flowers, even though
No,
she
it's
doesn't
not
like
based.
them.
It's not based upon none of that. I think
Oh.
you're confusing the two things.
Okay.
There's women like to feel special, and for your man to send you flowers makes you feel more special. But it's even more special when all the other women.
I'm a hush
consider
again.
it.
Right.
But she brought the flowers back. I didn't bring flowers
Yeah.
back. I'm just using the flowers. So there is a certain
There are
amount of
other things that can be
adulation that
delivered.
comes along with
FYI.
you receiving a gift. Let's just
Yeah.
say it wasn't flowers. Let's say it was
Right.
edible arrangements.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The
Send me
women
that.
see, but other women
Got
will
excited.
enjoy that
Okay.
also.
Now
Right.
I all right.
I know.
So I got
flowers,
you at the
edible
beginning.
arrangements, okay.
I got you at the beginning, but what I was misunderstanding because she kept saying, I don't like flowers. And you kept saying, but it doesn't matter. I'm sending them.
Yes.
So that's what I was taking as, okay, are you doing it for you because you know it's going to make her feel special in front of everybody else?
But that's for her. That's not for him, really.
Or it's no, you think better for both of us.
Yeah, that makes them feel special.
She might come home and be special to me.
Yeah.
Because she got something.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
but
so
you're just saying anything that.
Yeah, it could be anything you can replace it with. But you always have to continue to do those things.
But I think you start with, let's say
don't start if you're gonna stop.
Yeah, let's say you started with flowers and you now understand that she doesn't like flowers.
It might be something else she enjoys more.
Something else that she enjoys more, and you do that. And what CL's point is, and what my point is, as far as the responsibility falls on us in the demise of the relationship, is one, because I've caused many a demise. That's the first time. First thing.
Dang. So you have experience.
I have experience in causing demises.
That boy said many of.
And secondly, you don't want to give his point to, you don't want anybody, you want to leave room in her cup for somebody else to fill the space. So if you're intentional and attentive and consistently doing to keep your woman, what you did to get her, you need to do to keep her. And it just has to continue to stay continuous. So
and evolve, because that not necessarily what it is that you did to get me is what I want.
It's the growth of and it has to continue to move forward and stuff.
And I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna leave this alone.
Okay.
At some point, she gonna get tired of edible arrangements too.
Yeah,
but and you know what she gonna tell you? All you do is send me edible arrangements.
You better get creative.
Asking me for my strawberries.
Exactly.
You better get creative.
And men have to know. That's why you can't always do things based upon everything a woman says. You have to know.
So, I mean, how does that work on the flip side of things? What is the woman responsible for in that situation? Well, not in that situation.
Knowing the temperament of your man, and I think men are. Well, let me say me.
Okay.
I'm very simple.
Very some kind of way with this podcast, I just don't get it.
Very simple.
I think you believe that you're simple.
Not very simple.
I think you believe you're simple.
Maybe, but it's like
no comment.
Like 4 things, and we go.
Yusuf, are you simple?
Definitely no comment.
I want to know what the 4 things is. Think about that one.
I mean, it's most common with most men. I mean. Like I'm not.
Well, most men are simple.
Like first of all, men only get gifts 3 times a year, maybe.
What would no?
Or in general.
No,
she don't just.
How many times women give gifts a year?
If I'm out and I see something that I want my man to have, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Like what?
A shirt,
clothes,
or I'm shoes. So this is me. Like I'm always y'all talking about.
I ain't one of the children.
Y'all, you see a jersey of a sport you like, and you happen to see it, you're gonna pick it up.
Sports thing.
Okay, maybe.
But y'all are talking about being attentive. The same goes for women.
Well,
and
let me honestly say before you tell me this. I never hunted a man, so whatever you tell me, I'm agree with it.
But the thing is, for women, we are a little bit more explicit in saying, "Oh, I want this," or "Oh, I want that."
Oh yeah, you do.
Y'all are more conversationalists. Oh man, I was out and I was with my boy CL and I saw X, Y, and Z, and it was really cool. Or I went golfing for the first time, and that's something I actually really enjoy. So you might not necessarily say, "Oh, I want these golf clubs," but I'm putting in my head, "Oh, so this is something he actually
showing some interest."
But what I'm saying is, a man has to do it more often than a woman, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think you. No, I don't think
it's 50-50. Because I'm telling you, if I'm getting, I'm about to give as good as I'm getting.
Oh yeah. You probably more.
Right.
Hope you do.
You gonna be laced. I promise you gonna be laced.
Nah, okay.
I'm telling you, I guarantee it.
I don't know.
Because I do think some men start to push away from women when they don't feel appreciated. You can pour into a woman, but if you're not getting anything out of it, you're gonna start feeling like it's one-sided, and that sometimes causes the attention from other women, the wanting to go out.
You should already be getting attention from other women. You should look.
Yeah, you should always look like.
Well, I mean, like you're getting attention, but you're actually entertaining.
But I would be upset if my lady came home and said nobody flirted with her today. We got to do
every day.
First of all, I'm not gonna tell you.
I'm not telling you nothing.
Come on now. A man ain't said nothing to you all day. I asked. A man ain't said nothing. Well, I need to get me another woman.
Oh wow.
Ain't nobody say nothing to you. Nobody say you look good or nothing. No, man. You got to go.
But
you talking about?
You got to go, sister.
But you still have to pour into your mate just like they pour into you. And if you don't, then they're going to feel unappreciated. You can be as simple as possible, but it can be as simple as they know that you like to write, so they can buy you a
Well, that's just
notebook.
being thoughtful. Don't give me no give me no notebook as no gift.
Oh, you can get me a journal.
But
I
it's
love
not.
journal.
But it's not so much as just a plain notebook. They can just find it with your favorite sports character on it and say, you know what? I thought about you. This is what you like to do.
Or I
here.
know you're struggling
Yeah.
in something. And, you know, I think about you some random time during the day and I send you a text message and it's like, hey, I know, you know, you're going through some things, but just know I believe in you. I got your back. We in this thing together, whatever. So it's not even always material type things. It's, I see you. Like that. At the end of the day, that's all any human being wants, is to be seen and understood.
So that's the key.
Right.
Standing
on both
for-
parts.
Okay, so
Yeah.
very, very.
A lot of information given today by,
There's a whole
by the
lot of
perfect people.
A whole lot of information for the perfect people.
Yes.
So,
That's
for
what we
Rhonda,
do.
how can the people find you on social media?
Check me out on Facebook, Ferranda Green, and on Instagram at Divinely Twisted 87.
Okay. G, how can they find you on social media?
Don't look for me nowhere.
And when can they find the Perfect People podcast?
They can find us on Thursday, January 14th, all Thursdays.
Well, all Thursdays.
From here on
Thank
out. Yes, sir.
Good job. Neat, go ahead and take us out.
All right. Well, we would like to congratulate our guests on their new podcast, and we appreciate
Thank you.
you all
Thank
coming on. It's your girl, Neat Cruz.
CL Butler.
And your boy, Yusef, and we are out.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Relationship Status. Remember, you can catch us on relationshipstatuspodcast.com, iTunes, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, Nobody Grinds Like Us, and anywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts. If you would like to join the conversation or leave us a Dear Neek, email us at relstatpodcast@gmail.com or call us at 843-310-8637. Follow us on Facebook at Relationship Status Podcast, on Instagram and Twitter at RELSTAT Podcast. And don't forget to comment, share, 5-star rate, subscribe, and review.